सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ. For every spiritual seeker, there are many disciplines prescribed by our acharyas. Spiritual seeker means a person who is interested in attaining moksha. He is called spiritual seeker. A seeker is one who take up the sadhanas prescribed by Shastra to attain that ultimate goal of human life. That ultimate goal of human life is only one. There are no many goals. That ultimate goal is Shanti, peace, Ananda, Purnatvam. These are all called terms for that moksha. What our ancestors call as moksha or self-realization or Daiva Sakshatkaram. These are all just they give words from their standpoint. Finally, if you look into that, only one answer that is, where a person can feel completeness, that is called Purnatvam, where there is no any insecurity, unhappiness, and where there is total peace, that is called moksha. For that attainment of moksha, peace, security, happiness, they have given so many sadhanas. In our religion, there are so many sadhanas, they have given so many sadhanas. Among so many sadhanas, one of the best sadhana is Ashtanga Yoga sadhana. This Ashtanga Yoga sadhana prescribed by Vyasa Bhagavan, Lord Krishna, Shankaracharya, Vidyaranya, Swami Vidyaranya. Like that, so many acharyas prescribed this Ashtanga Yoga as a best sadhana. In 6th chapter, Lord Krishna quotes all these Ashtanga Yogas, Yama Niyamas, all the 8 steps he prescribes, and they are very helpful also, he says. To attain that Ananda, finally, one has to take up this. So Patanjali also keeping that alone in the mind, he has codified the Sutras. That's why yoga means yujyate anena iti yogaha, meaning Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam Yogaha. This is the meaning of yoga. Yuj means to join. To join means there must be two things. Two things alone can join. What are those two things? Jivatma, individual soul. Paramatma, a total soul, total self. We can call it as self. Individual self and total self. Who is individual self? I am the individual self. Bhagavan is total self. So this individual self has to join with the total self. How? Just as the river joins the ocean, river wants to join where? Its original source. How we are getting rivers? Rivers, how are they flowing? That from ocean only the water evaporates. The evaporated water goes up, and that water again, the vapor transformed into water bearing clouds, and that water bearing clouds pour in the form of rain, and that water flows in the form of river. That river goes towards ocean, its own birthplace. Like that, our people also say, we the individual souls all came from the total self. We all the individual selves came from the total self, that is Bhagavan. We have to merge into, again, where from we have come, there we have to merge. This individual self has to merge into total self. This individual self alone is called Jiva Atma. The total self alone is called Parama Atma. Once this Jiva Atma merge into ocean, that just as the river merge into ocean, the river smallness will go away, the limitation will go away, and the river once become with the ocean, it's a vast ocean. It will never dry up. This river, you see, it dries up. No? Once it merges into ocean, have you seen ocean dries up anywhere? Ocean can never dry up. It is full always, totally full. There is no fear of, I will go away, I am limited, I am a small wave, I am a small river, I may dry up. This fear is not there in the ocean. Once it merges into ocean. Similarly, we the individuals also always have limitation, insecurity, fear, lot of worry. All this because of, as long as I stand separate from that total. Once I merge into total, all these limitations will go away. Then I feel complete joy, happiness, total joy. That is what all Mahatmas attained. All Mahatmas, great Mahatmas, in any state, in any language, you see all Mahatmas, they have attained this. And their sayings are based on this only. Always whatever they say, sayings, all based on this. For that alone, Patanjali Maharshi, out of compassion, how all people, individual souls can merge into total soul. How difficult. Let me give some disciplines for them. If they follow these disciplines, easily they can attain that. Where is Chennai? Where is Theni? How can we travel? Just like that, you fly and come? You don't have wings, You have a means. A train, means is there. Sadhana. You have taken train. How you go to station? You have another vehicle. You have to take a means, either a car or a bus or a scooter. You have to go to the train station and you have to catch the train and you have to sit in the train and you have to travel all the way. And after getting down again, Take another well, another sadhanam. Again, after sitting in that also, you have to come to ashram. So many sadhanas you have used and you have traveled so many hours and came here. Yes? Like that, to reach this destination, how many sadhanas you have used? Similarly, to reach that destination, merging with total, we require sadhanas, just like we never get. So those sadhanas called Ashtanga Yoga Sadhanam. That's called Ashtanga Yoga Sadhanam. You know now what for yoga? According to Patanjali, Yujyate Anena iti yoga. By practicing which Ashtanga Yoga, individual soul can merge into total self. Individual self, Jivatma, will merge into Paramatma. How it will merge? Again, another important point we have to note here. Just like that, if you practice asanas, pranayama, meditation, samadhi, you will not attain. You will not attain that total self. Many people mistake. If you go into deep samadhi, if I stop my thoughts, I can merge into Paramatma. This is a wrong concept. Many people take up yoga and think, if I do asanas, my body is healthy, and if I do pranayama, I can hold my breath and I can concentrate my mind, I can stop my thoughts. I stop, all thoughts gone. I go deep into samadhi and I go and merge into Paramatma. Like this they talk. I go deep into samadhi, I merge into God. I merge into the self. This is a wrong concept. This is the wrong concept where many yoga sadhakas commit mistake. What we want to say, what Lord Krishna want to say, what Shankaracharya want to say, what Vyasa Bhagavan want to say, we have to understand. Through yoga you can never attain moksha. You can never attain moksha through Ashtanga Yoga. Then what you attain, what you get through yoga? Through yoga, you prepare yourself, you qualify yourself to attain moksha. What you have to say? Through yoga, you will never attain moksha. Through yoga, you qualify yourself. You are qualified enough. First entrance gate. No? You have to enter into another subject, that is Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga. How many yogas are there? Karma Yoga is there, Upasana Yoga is there, Jnana Yoga is there. So moksha you can attain only through Jnana Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga comes under Upasana Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga comes under Upasana Yoga. In Upasana Yoga, this is another branch of practice. In Upasana Yoga, this is another branch of a practice. Clear? Now, Upasana Yoga means meditation, mainly. Meditation, japa. That's what Patanjali is going to talk about. Sadhanas. Upasana Yoga prepares you, qualifies you, gives jnana yogyata prapti. Just as you want to study engineering, you write so many exams. எப்போ இன்ஜினியரிங்காக முன்னாடி இப்போவே you have to study. இல்லையா? Like that, to study Bhagavad Gita, to study Upanishads, that study alone gives you moksha. That study, thorough jnana gives moksha. To study, you require qualification. You require a subtle mind, good healthy body. Healthy body, healthy mind, healthy sense organs you require. Because that study is a tough study. But it's very, very subtle and worth to study in human life. That study is not possible for all people. Gross-minded people cannot study. Restless mind people cannot study. Anxious people cannot study. Unhealthy body people cannot study. A weak-minded people, weak body, they cannot study, they cannot understand. Who can understand? Those people who have the healthy body reasonably, some extent, healthy body, and healthy sense organs. All sense organs must be very, very healthy. And a calm, relaxed mind. A calm, relaxed mind. These three we have to: body, healthy sense organs, healthy mind. If you have all these, you are qualified to understand Bhagavad Gita. If Guru teaches, and you get body, asana siddhi, stability in your body, and you have got a focused mind. A focused mind is that very sharp mind. As the Guru is speaking, and all I am assimilating, such a focused mind you get. And a very sharp vision, sharp eyes, sharp, subtle intellect. All these are possible by Ashtanga Yoga. Paramarthananda Swami says often, I like that statement very much. Paramarthananda Swami says, whoever practice Ashtanga Yoga under a teacher, well-learned teacher, whoever practice and yoga, learn and practice, for them, if they come to Vedanta, Vedanta is a walkover. For a yogic practitioner, Vedanta is a walkover. Very simple, very easy. You have to take up yoga sadhana and you have to come to a right Vedantic Guru. This person definitely, almost, it is very, very simple, possible. That is why I teach yoga to people. Now you understand why I teach? I teach yoga, I conduct yoga camps only for the attainment of moksha. Yoga is a sadhanam. You have to be hale and healthy. Without that, you study 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, nothing will enter. Disciplining the body-mind complex is the only technique. Fortunately, we have got that sutras and all, one by one, how one has to handle the mind. How one has to handle all the emotions. What are all the values one has to follow? And how one can get happiness, peace. Everything Patanjali has taken care of. If you look into yoga, whole world. Yoga is like a magnet. Magnet kuda avvala power irukumo irukadhu enakku doubt. Yoga has got that power, magnetic power. All people, irrespective of religion, caste, language, age, throughout the world, global level, everybody is looking at yoga. Good health, I want to do yoga. Sharp mind, I want to do yoga. Concentration, I want to do yoga. You want to master chess master, you ask Vishwanathan Anand, practicing yoga. You ask a cricket player, practicing yoga. You ask a cinema actor, practicing yoga. Everybody, every field, they are practicing yoga. You ask spiritual practitioners, spiritually those who are doing lot of sadhana, sannyasis, swamijis, another, anybody, anywhere in spiritual field also practicing yoga. Maximum people. If you go to executives, office, administrative level, practicing yoga. You go to hospitals and all, they are practicing yoga. My God, what is this? All fields this yoga is entering. What a great Patanjali, what great Bhagavan has given this science. Westerners are mad of yoga. They are running after yoga. That means it has got multifold advantages. From small age to at the last span of your life, you can practice yoga. You take any other practice, you have to stop after 40 years. You cannot practice lifelong. But yoga is meant for what? Good health, physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. This type of yoga, which has got so many benefits, how can I live without yoga? Tell me now. When yoga has got such a benefit, it gives physical health, it gives mental health, it gives spiritual dimension, spiritual health also. How can I spend a day without yoga? Tell me. I can spend a day without breakfast. I can spend a day without much other comforts, but I cannot spend a day without yoga. Appadi irukkanum. Then only I can be called as a real yogi. We have to become like that. It is not just like that. Real yogis are those people, they implement all yoga disciplines one way or other into their life. What are all things Patanjali is going to talk disciplines? In the previous camp I took some sutras. Now I am going to take some other. First chapter I have taken selected sutras, 16 I think, or 16 sutras I took. All these sutras also selected by Swami Paramarthananda ji. Long ago, I asked Swamiji, please select and give me, shall I take all sutras? And Swami said, all sutras are not necessary for a Vedantic student. For a Vedantic student, a special selected sutras are sufficient. Then Swamiji has selected, and those sutras only I am taking, which are very, very relevant for our sadhana, spiritual sadhana. So now in the second chapter onwards, which are very familiar to you, I am often talking to you Yama Niyamas. In these sutras, few sutras we are going to see. First sutra, we will read now. These sutras comes under sadhana pada. Sadhana pada. In Ashtanga Yoga, Patanjali Yoga, 4 padas are there, I said. Pada means chapters. Vibhuti pada, sadhana pada, samadhi pada, like that. There are padas. We are going to take only sadhana pada, maximum. This comes under sadhana pada. We will read the first sutra. Yama niyama asanam pranayama pratyaharam dharana dhyanam samadhayah ashtangani. There is a small mistake in the first sutra, last word. Ashtangani is there. Va is there extra. You strike off. Ashtangani. Sutra means an equation. Sutra means what? Equation. Very short equation. It's in a capsule form. If you look into it more and more, lot of elaboration can come if you elaborately analyze. That is called sutra. In chemistry, physics also, they have sutrams, formula, equation, a formula. A formula, when you look into it, you don't see anything much. But if you go and analyze into it, you go to a laboratory and work on it, right side one, left side one, and you see H2O, hydrogen plus oxygen. What? Hydrogen plus oxygen? Water. So like that, so many H2SO4. What do you mean by H2SO4? Sulfuric acid. H2SO4. What are all there in components you have to find out. Like this, when you go to a laboratory with one equation, E is equal to mc square. In physics, you have to see that. Like this, they have equations. And that equation, you go to a laboratory and you get the solution by using that equation. Like that, equation is that which has got a depth meaning in that. A sutra form easily you can remember. Code words and code words. Like in SMS, you know all code words. People are all sending SMS through the code words. How do you understand? You understand very well. All code words. Similarly, the code words are very useful for us. A short message, in that there is a lot of message. In the short message. Sutra is a short message. You have to get elaborate message by studying. Like that, here, to which laboratory you take this sutra? Which laboratory you can go now? Your body is the laboratory. You cannot go anywhere. You cannot get chemistry laboratory, physics laboratory for these sutras, or any university, or any yoga institution. Taking the sutra and go to yoga institution and you want to do experiment. You cannot experiment. Your instrument, you have to laboratory to experiment the sutra is your body. You need not go out. Your body is the only laboratory to experiment the sutra. Now you have to test your own mind-body complex. Exactly the sutra is working or not, you have to test. If it is not working, you can say to Patanjali, Patanjali, this sutra is wrong. You can say. You can invent another sutra. Patanjali is wrong, you can invent another sutra. It doesn't matter. Nothing wrong also, you can invent. But you cannot prove it is wrong. Impossible. If you experiment properly, okay? If you experiment properly, you will get the solution. Like that, many people experimented the sutras on their own body-mind complex and they got the solution. What solution they got? Finally, they got that individual soul merging with the total soul. They got, what are the means in it? You have to study Vedanta finally, okay? Don't think something merging, closing eyes, merging slowly. That's not like that. Okay? Here merging means understanding. Jivatma eva Paramatma. Jivatma merging with Paramatma means what? Recognizing. I can recognize in future. If I practice Ashtanga Yoga, I get a qualification and I get a teacher and a study, and I recognize I, the individual self alone, is total self. That is possible. Therefore, sit straight first. If you sit straight only, blood circulation comes to your head region. If blood circulation comes to your head region only, you are alert. If that alertness is not there, drowsiness comes. If drowsiness is there, you cannot understand. If you don't understand, you cannot qualify yourself. If you are not qualified yourself, you cannot recognize that you are the total. Okay, connection is there. Body is a means. That's what Yamadharmaraja tells to Nachiketa. Body is like a chariot. Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. That one who is sitting in that Ratha Swami, individual self, is the Ratha Swami, master of this chariot body. Sariram Rathamevatu. Buddhintu Sarathim Vidhi. Vijnanamaya Kosha. Buddhi. Ratham is what? Annamaya Kosha. Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi means Atma inside. Shariram Ratham Annamaya Kosha. Buddhintu Sarathim Vidhi. Intelligent fellow. Okay. Driver must be always intelligent. Vijnanamaya Kosha. Manah Pragrahamevacha. Manomaya Kosha is reins to control the horses. They are all sense organs. Indriyani Hayanahu. Sense organs are compared to horses. Horses must be controlled by whom? The reins. Reins must be controlled by whom? Charioteer. So charioteer is controlling what? Controlling? Charioteer controlling the reins. Reins are controlling the horses. Horses are going where? On the road. Okay. So your body is like a vehicle. Understand? Your body is like a vehicle. You are taking care of body through intellect, through the mind, through the sense organs. Sense objects are there. You have to carefully use the sense organs, sense objects, and you can go reach a right destination. Your body is like a chariot. So Patanjali helps us how to take care of this charioteer, how to take care of this mind, reins, how to take care of sense organs, horses. To reach this Swami, Radha Swami, who is sitting inside, individual self, he has to safely reach the journey. Destination he has to reach. He has to travel safely. We have to keep your body also safe without any much problem, diseases, chronic diseases, mental depression, oppression, suppression, problems. All these are like pitfalls on the roads. Life, frustration, depression, anxiety, worry, physical problems. All this we have to keep away as much as possible. Then only you are intelligent fellow, intelligent person. So that is called sutra. Now why I am giving all this? This is a sutra. Experiment on yourself. Don't be complacent. Be alert, vigilant, and be bold enough, strong, develop willpower. Be courageous. Vivekananda was that great yoga practitioner. He used to practice a lot. All great, even patriots, all freedom fighters, you take anybody, எல்லாருமே யோகா யோகா யோகா. Now it is becoming a fashion of the day. Those days it is a discipline. Now it is becoming a fashion. To slim, trim. I want to be young. Okay. But what is the purpose of yoga? You have to understand. Ultimately. Okay. You may get good health and you may look so young a little bit and attractive by practicing yoga, by keeping fit yourself. But that is not the ultimate purpose of life. Okay. Good health must be for that destination. Peaceful mind for that destination. Idi marakkakoodadu. Okay. Otherwise yoga will become another gymnastics. Is it not? Yoga also I use only for good health, mental peace, like this. It is also another type of aerobics, gymnastics. But yoga they have not given for this sake. Please remember. Yoga they given by the Lord only for that moksha. If you forget that goal and learn yoga and practice, really you are doing injustice to yoga. Anybody take yoga only for materialistic growth, materialistic benefits they take, they are doing injustice to Patanjali, they are doing injustice to Bhagavan also. Is it not? Therefore do justice to yoga. You want to do justice or injustice? Decide. Okay? Never do injustice to yoga. You have to thank Bhagavan for giving us this such a great discipline, wonderful discipline, a simple pathway for moksha. What is this? Sutra says the disciplines are, there are 8 disciplines, 8-limbed yoga. Ashta angani, first sutra. Last word. Ashta angani. Ashta means 8. Angani means limbs. Fold, 8-fold ways. Ashta angani. What are those 8? It's called 8-limbed yoga. Ashtanga yoga means 8-limbed yoga. Another name is called Raja Yoga. Another name is called Patanjali Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga or Patanjali Yoga or Raja Yoga are one and the same, different names. Whoever follow these 8 steps perfectly, that person is fit enough for Jnana Yoga. What are those 8? Number 1, Yama. Number 1, Niyama. Number 2, Asana. Number 3, Pranayama. Number 4, Pratyahara. Number 5, Dharana. Number 6, Dhyana. Number 7, Samadhi. Number 8. 8 steps are there. Like that Shabarimala when you go. Hange Bhagavan Ayyappa போறதுக்கு எத்தனை step? 18. 1 8. We have 8. He has got 18. Okay. First you start 8. After 18 steps, what is there written, you know? Tattvamasi. After 18 steps, if they go up, what Ayyappa says, you know? You are that. Why you are running after me? You are that. And nobody studied, because nobody understands that. Tattvamasi. What Bhagavan says. 18 steps. You come towards me to recognize you are that, he says. Like that, these 8 steps are also prepares you to receive Mahavakya from your Guru. 8 steps. Yama. Now next he is going to enumerate what is Yama. First step. There, first what he is going to give, its Swarupam or Swabhava. What do you mean by, what is the nature of Yama? What do you mean by Yama? Yama anna Yama Dharmaraj illa. Okay. Yam dhatu. Yam means to restrain. Yam dhatuloni vandadi. Yamati. To restrain, to control. Yam. What are those yamas? So Swarupa means nature. Then he gives Lakshana, its characteristics. Its characteristics he gives. And he gives Prayojanam. He is Sutra, no? This is Sutra. He don't give all the its Swarupam, nature, characteristics and all. He gives only Prayojanam. And the commentators, they write what is its Swarupam exactly, word to word translation, they write. Because it is Sutram, he don't elaborate much. And commentators, there are Bhashyams on Patanjali Sutra. There are many Acharyas have written Bhashyam, commentary on these sutras. What are the first Yama? How many are there? Again, in Yama, 8 steps I said. 8 steps. The first step has got 5 steps. First step has got 5 steps. What are they? We'll read. Ahimsa Satyam Asteya Brahmacharyam Aparigrahaya Maham. Yama is singular. Yamaha. There are so many yamas are there. 5 in number. Yamas. Number 1, Ahimsa. Non-violence. Satyam, avoidance of lies or speaking truth. Asteyam, non-stealing. Number 3. Asteyam. Brahmacharyam, celibacy. Aparigraha, non-possessiveness. All these 5 are called as Yamaha. Number 1, Ahimsa, non-violence. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, one has to follow non-violence. Violence means hurting, harming others. One should not harm except in war or battlefield. Himsa is allowed in battlefield. There you should not say, no, in the battlefield, some country or other bombing another country. Hey, we are following ahimsa and sollakudadu. You have to fight against them. So when the battlefield, it is permitted. There is exception. Where you have to follow ahimsa, also said in Shastra. Where you should go ahead, you can violate that. That is exception. Just like for all of us, when you are traveling, there is a green signal, red signal. You stop when red signal comes. When green signal comes, you start. But one kudumi vechittu varuva oru car. ஒரு குடுமி தெரியுமோ, ரெட் குடுமி, ambulance. When ambulance coming, suppose ambulance also follow, seriously one person is suffering, he has to be admitted in the hospital emergency ward, so he cannot wait for a green signal. So that car ambulance comes, that rule is not for that ambulance. That rule he can violate, he can go. Not only that, we give way also for that person. Come, we are going side, you can go ahead now. We give permission to that exceptional case. But you and I go, next moment we are behind the bars. We are not supposed to violate. But there is an exceptional case. Like that, every value has got utsarga, general rule and exceptional rule. This we have to understand. This general rule and samanya dharma and visesha dharma. When to apply, when to withdraw. This is we have to understand. Many people do not know this and face many problems also in their life. Where to implement, where not to implement. That we have to. That comes only by a study of Shastra, Dharma Shastra, properly. Ahimsa, manasa, vacha, karmana. We should not cause any pain to any being in the world. Not only human beings, for any being, either physically you should not hurt, even thought level also you should not hurt, even by words also you should not hurt. Even blaming others, finding fault in others also comes under himsa. Because you are blaming through the words, means that is called himsa. Even finding the mistakes in others, paradosha darshanam is also come under himsa. Paradosha darshanam you can understand. Seeing dosha, errors, mistakes in the others is called come under himsa. What Patanjali, according to Patanjali, if you follow, your life really wonderful. No? How so subtle he talks. We have got a gross and a thick skin. Surukku irukadhu namakku. But he is very, very subtle matters also he discuss. Then what you have to develop? Ahimsana, friendship towards all beings. That is called ahimsa. Friendship towards all beings. And good attitude towards all beings, all human beings especially. Good attitude, sadbhavam, that is comes under ahimsa. Even selfishness also come under himsa. Selfishness, swartham comes under himsa. Therefore be selfless. No? Be selfless. Don't be selfish, but be selfless. Niswartham comes under ahimsa. Manasa, vacha, karmana. Kayena vacha manasendriyairva. We are saying no like that. Manasa, vacha, karmana, follow non-violence. Why I have to follow violence? What others do to me, what I don't like others to do to me, I should not do to others. What is the value? A value is that when what I want others to do to me, I have to do to others. I don't want to get hurt. Therefore what? Therefore, I should not hurt others. I don't want to get insult. I don't want to blame by others. I don't want to cheat by others. I don't want to get pain by others. Therefore, what I should do? I should not do to others. What was that sloka I was talking in previous classes also? Shruyatam dharma sarvasvam. If you know, you can repeat with me. Shrutva chaiva vadharyatam atmanastu pratikulani paresham na samacharet. Never do that action which you don't like to do by others. Never do to others. Dharma means nothing but atmanastu pratikulani. எது மற்றவங்கள் எனக்கு பண்ண அதை பிடிக்காதோ பிரதிகூலானி பரேஷாம் ஃபார் அதர்ஸ் ந சமாச்சரே பண்ணாதே, டோன்ட் டூ. இதுதான் வேல்யூ. போய் கேட்டால் என்னடா வேல்யூன்னா, வேல்யூவா அது என்ன, அது எப்படி டிஃபைன் த வேல்யூன்னு ஒரு டீச்சரை ஆஸ்க்டு. ஒன் டீச்சர் டிஃபைன் வாட் இஸ் வேல்யூ. நோ டீச்சர் இஸ் ready to explain what is value. Value, moral, Swamini. Value means moral. Moral means what? Ethics. Ethics means what? Neeti. Neeti in what? Value. This is what they say. But beautifully the shloka says, Paropakaraya punyaya papaya parapedanam. Vyasa Bhagavan says. Ashtadasha Puranani, what they want to say? Teach and help others, it is punyam. If you hurt others, it is papam, adharmam. Yamana. Yamala ahimsa. Ahimsa means this is the value. If you follow this ahimsa, what is the benefit in it? He is going to say later. Then comes satyam. One ahimsa itself, we can talk hours together, weeks together, years together. The Dharma Shastra, there are so many stories, characters who followed ahimsa. And it's a very, very great value. Patanjali says, where asana chollavele avar parungo. ஃபஸ்ட்டு அஷ்டாங்க யோகம்ல எல்லாரும் சீர்ஷாசனம் பண்ணுங்கோ అని சொன்னார் அவர். ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ டூ சீர்ஷாசனம். ஹி டிடன்ட் சே ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ டூ மத்ஸ்யாசனம், ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ ஹோல்ட் யுவர் பிரெத் అని சொல்லவே இல்லை. Patanjali says, follow non-violence. You are the practitioner of yoga. But unfortunately, yoga centers, all maximum, they are not at all touching the yama niyamas. And idella touch panna yaru varamaata class ki. Nobody will come to the class if they talk about yama niyamas. Like this sannyasi swaminis yaravadu irundha orthar rendu per pesuvan. We don't leave. But when you talk in the world, these yama niyamas, people don't like. Whether they like or not, their health is in following values. This is true. If you follow values, you can sleep peacefully. If you violate values, you cannot sleep. If you violate values, you cannot sleep. If you don't sleep, your health will spoil. That is no doubt in this. People never recognize this fact. I follow value for my sake, for my health, mental health, spiritual health. We have to come to that state. I am incapable of violating the values. I am incapable of violating the values. I cannot violate. That means practicing value is spontaneous for me. அப்படி ஆகணும். ஃபஸ்ட்டு கொஞ்சம் ஸ்ட்ரகிளாக தான் இருக்கும். First beginning, deliberately I follow value. Deliberately I follow. Slowly it becomes spontaneous. It is not a struggle for me. There is no more pain, struggle in following value, because following value become one with my life. Just like my shwasa. How I am taking breath, my shwasa, breathing, so natural. Are you having any difficulty in taking breath? No difficulty. Similarly, in following values also no difficulty for a person who knows the value of the value. If I know the value of the value, a value is a value when the value of the value is valued by you. Know the value of the value, then you can easily follow. If I don't know the value of the value, I easily violate. If I follow, my life is peaceful. So, next value is Satyam. Yatha Darshanam. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you listen, whatever you hear or listen, and whatever you heard by others, that alone reveal. Never add masala. Okay? Never add anything. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, that only you have to speak. Don't use your own. Don't put makeup. Okay? Don't put makeup to those incidents. For that, it is called Satyam. Ahimsa, number one, Satyam. And whatever you think, whatever you, in your mind, whatever you think, and whatever you listen, whatever you act, and the same thing you have to reveal to others. இருக்கிறது இருக்கிற மாதிரி சொல்லணும். எப்படி இருக்கோ அப்படி சொல்லணும். Suppose when something is not very beautiful, suppose you say beautiful, it comes under lies. For the sake of another sloka is there. Sloka ku sloka, sutra ku oru sloka. Illa slokam. Priya bhashanam. Lord Krishna says often, Priya bhashanam, Hita bhashanam. Whatever you speak must be good for others. Good for the others. That's called Hita bhashanam. Then Priya bhashanam. Whatever you speak must be pleasant. Satya bhashanam, Priya bhashanam, Hita bhashanam. Anrita varjanam eva satyam. Speaking truth means what? Anrita varjanam. We saw in Sanat Sujatiyam also. Sanat Sujata also said the same thing. No? Satyam, Satyam, Satyam. Mundakopanishad one mantra says, Satyameva jayate nanritam. Where you find this quotation? Often, every day you see this quotation. Satyameva jayate. அதுக்கப்புறம் இருக்காது, நான் நிறுத்தம் இருக்காது, சத்தியமேவ ஜெயித்து தான் இருக்கும். எங்கே இருக்கும் தெரியுமோ? கோர்ட்டில் இருக்கும். அப்புறம் கோர்ட்டுக்கு போனால் தான் தெரியும். ஆனால் டெய்லி யூ ஆர் சீயிங் இட். நோட், ரூபி காயின். இந்த காயின் ஹேவ் யூ சீன்? அது தெரியாது நமக்கு. ஒரு நம்பரா 2 நம்பர் அது தெரியும். 1 rupee நோட்டா 10 rupee நோட் இதுதான் தெரியும் நமக்கு. But you never notice it. And every rupee coin, every note, there is Satyameva Jayate. Truth alone triumphs. That's the meaning. Truth alone triumphs. In Mundakopanishad says, Na anritam, not lies. Truth alone triumphs and victory comes only to the truth. Satyam, not to the lies. If you say lies, you will never get victory. So Satyameva jayate na anritam. That mantra goes, Satyena pantha vitato devayanaha. Next line comes. If you follow Satyam, you get lot of punyam. If you get punyam, you go to higher lokas. Veda says Devayana. You go to heavenly lokas, higher lokas. And finally Shastra says, if you follow this Satyam, you get the ultimate Satyam. That's the philosophical meaning. If you speak truth, speaking truth, if you go on talking like this, one day you get pure mind, Chitta Shuddhi, and that speaking truth will take to ultimate truth. That truth, capital T. This truth, small t. The small t you have to start in the tea. ஏதோ டீ கன்யா அந்த சாய் டீ கிடையாது. இந்த டீ, இங்கிலீஷ் டீ, ட்ரூத், ஸ்மால் டீயில் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண கேபிட்டல் டி யூ வில் எண்ட். புரியுறதோ? இந்த சத்தியத்தில் வந்து அந்த சத்தியத்துக்கு போக முடியும். எதுக்கு சுவாமினி பேசணுமா சத்தியம்னு? எல்லாரும் சத்தியம் என்கிட்ட பேசணும்னு ஆசைப்படவே இல்லையோ? ஐ desire everyone should say truth only. No one should say lies to me. I cannot withstand. அவனெல்லாம் பொய் சொல்கிறான் சுவாமினி, எல்லாம் பொய் சொல்கிறான், அவனெல்லாம் பொய் சொல்கிறான்னு. அப்போ நீ கூட சொல்லக்கூடாதுன்னு தானே அர்த்தம். Therefore, value is to be followed by me for my sake only, not for others' sake. Okay? This is about Satyam. One has to follow. What is this condition given in where? In Ashtanga Yoga. Once you want to say, I am a yoga student, what I have to follow? Speaking truth. Speaking truth means Amrita Varjanam. Avoidance of lies. Poi sollade enu artham. Okay? More in the next class. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ.